Now let's get around to Sersi, one of the Eternals, very powerful. Which type character of the group? You know, they all got their types, right? She's an ancient Eternal and the mastery of alchemy type stuff. She can disintegrate air in a small area, very hacky stuff. Makes a stone hand that can hold characters like the Silver Surfer in play. This deviant rain gun, she turned it into rubber. She turned this cosmic Hulk, not the real Hulk, into a stone, turns a gun into a toy gun. She made Atlantean rifles fire flowers, talking about being able to transmute. Literally turns water into a plastic alloy prison. Like what? Strong enough to hold a deity Pervin. She literally mutated a monster to fight an opponent for her, so she doesn't really have to get her hands dirty. Seals an entire chamber on the molecular level. Makes a shield from, that's right, air. Makes a sign out of air. Like, this is funny. She can transform the outfits of hers and others if she feels like it. She said, let me turn this advanced communication device into a painting of Penguin. Like, you see this mirror? That's the watcher, and then boom, it's gone to a painting of penguins. Like, really? Loves changing outfits. Gotta love it. Thor was halfway naked and she clothed him like that. Makes hats out of thin air. She can even change solid flesh, not just inanimate objects, like to make herself look exactly like Thor. She even changes a group of Atlanteans and had them fight each other. She turned Captain America into an adolescent, turns Eternals into aardvarks. She turned a deviant into a tree before, then changed them back. During this point in time, she wasn't sure she had powers or not, but she turned this cat into a dragon because she can. She even made the Eternals appear as deviants this one time. Just appear. Not actually deviants though. She gave the Avengers, including characters like Wonder Man, functional gills this one time when it was underwater. That's ridiculous. She's a very good assistant or a support character. Turns 3 mutates into animals. Turning folks to lizards or deviants into lizards. She turned an alien warrior to a pig. She turns a man's head into that of Ben Grimm. Like, what? She can really do some stuff. She can even transmute inanimate objects to make the inanimate object moving and living. Well, she turned rooftops into monsters to fight this cosmic Hulk, aka this fake Hulk. Like, turn these decorations into like a literal band of like people doing music. Like, turns statues into samurai, turns this gun into like a tentacle monster and have the gun itself that he was originally holding attack the wielder. Like, what? She created multiple weaker clones of Icarus. Of course, they're not on the same tier as Icarus, but you know, she was able to make multiple clones of them. That's pretty cool. One of the top tier Eternals, of course. Talking about something helpful in battle, and they can shoot beams and stuff. Turns water into wine, turns a chair into a dog, does some decorations, turns herself into a doll, and a captured deviant into a cat. Then turns both back. Turns a control panel into flowers and then back again. Turns a shield into a singing pig. Like, really just old McDonald had a form like E.I.O. Like, why a pig out of all things? Did I fail to mention she has super strength physically? Just cause she's an Eternal after all. Like, she was able to hold on to a charging Hulk. Isn't that sweet? You got more lore on her. Even said tier Sersi manipulates cosmic energy to grant herself virtually mortality and invulnerability, reshape the molecules of the other people or objects, release heat, light, or other energies from her eyes, hands, fly, teleport herself, and others can cast illusions. Look how higher energy projection is on the power grid. Sersi. There's more proof of her power. She was able to do this to Hercules, so showing that she ain't normal. She has telekinesis, like decorating this tree for Christmas. Stops a falling man, telekinesis. Levitates this one dude. Redirects fire. Made this huge tidal wave. Look how the area effects she can do, like that much wave. Shoots like I-beam, can agitate iron molecules to bring the alloy to malleable temperature. Her I-beams are strong enough to send other Eternals flying, blast power wise. Sends this monster flying, for example. But that's like the Eternals trademark. She took a hit from an Amp Nebula. She's very durable as well. She's not like a glass cannon. They even go as far as saying she has virtual immortality and virtual invulnerability, aka she should be bulletproof if she's invulnerable, right? Naturally, she can teleport herself or some friends, like teleporting this guy into her apartment. Telepathy, she can mind control. I mean, she even read Icarus' thoughts before. She scanned everybody on Earth, frees other Eternals like Icarus from mind control, and drugs do not affect her. She can telepathically communicate with characters like Captain America, for example. In combat, she shows some agility in times, like leaping over them like this on this occasion. Got some romantic moments with Mockery. Well, in comics, she's had other romances with other Eternals, so I guess it's fine that she won't be with Mockery in the movies. She's strong enough to fly through a Kree century. She even has the ability to heal herself to an extreme degree. Like her arm was actually blasted off. Like, as you can see right here, it literally got blasted. She fell. Then she did the Piccolo regenerating thing and said, it's back. She's one of those tricky people to fight. Like, she can even project dreams, kind of disturb you in the heat of battle like this. Like, how do you fight this? You don't know what's real and what's not real, right? And she's also a good dancer. This is entertaining. Personality, right? While it is true that I agree that she does not specialize in physical strength, she has enough of it. Really specializes in her transmutation and blast power, being a helpful asset in an occasion with Thanos, along with the other Eternals. In her occasion blasting Thanos, she remembers how She-Hulk got done by Thanos, and that gave her an idea to kind of give him some suffering similar to that. It states the fungal plasma replicant injects threads through Thanos, each releasing pyrokinetic poison. Cells turn to primordial fire. It is effective, even better, it hurts. So Sersi is a helpful asset in hurting Thanos really badly in this occasion, overwhelming him. She even enjoys it. It kind of shows how far her transmutation can go, even against top tier or higher tier beings. But of course, she had help with the other Eternals, but it's like, this should let you know she can affect beings like this with transmutation. What are her limits on that? She's one of those characters that don't have as much screen time as she should, but hey, she's pretty powerful when she holds her weight in the group of Eternals. It's not like she's a fighter in comparison to Icarus and the other. In her own way, she could be even more dangerous than Icarus and some of the other Eternals, even Mockery with this level of transmutation. She's a helpful aid in blast power with characters like Quasar. She's not afraid of shooting blasts out of her eyes. There was this Negabomb explosion that wiped out thousands of solar systems, literally covered a wide radius. It even stated here, he's blown away. Look at the massiveness of it. Everything getting destroyed in the path, planets and all. They even state the blast wave travels far and fast, engulfing all the 1,000 solar systems that bowed before the Empire. The bomb went off. Sersi is the main reason why they was even able to survive such a blast. So she's a great support character. They was knocked out thanks to this very scary transmutation technique she used. Just to give you a second look on all this destruction, that's what you call a nega bomb. But yet Sersi, she used transmutation power to psionically change the molecular structure of our bodies to basic inert matter. They even state it was a gambling that in that form we could survive both the explosion and the exposure to space. She said there was one caveat to it. Downside, of course, was that we would be left in that state drifting through space for eternity. So it was kind of like a big gamble and luck involved. Things of that sort. Impressive transmutation feat for her. Very hacksy stuff. There's this powerful being known as Exodus, a mutant type character. Telepathically, he's a beast. Sersi got in the battlefield with this same Exodus, kind of showing her level of blast power, being able to blast them back this much after all this stuff Exodus was able to do. Do not disrespect Sersi. All of this blast power. I would say they're pretty equal, wouldn't you say? She was even ready to go for more. Remember that Exodus is able to do this to this many powerhouses, either psionically or telekinetically. And that's Jean Grey and Scarlet Witch in this blast right here. Gotta respect her matching such power. She even saved herself in Avengers from the entire universe being erased from existence. It even states here, if the four forces binding our universe together were to be canceled, the universe would cease to exist. All this is happening because the effect would be from another universe encroaching on our plane of existence, another universe. Like their universe is literally being erased. Characters starting to black out from the shift. They even states you have to use your powers to shield us from this blasted effect. She says, I control every atom of my body by sheer force of mind. And she states, by exerting my will, I can do the same for every particle composing this room and all of its contents. You can see her literally fighting off the shielding of getting erased. She says she would not let it master her. Talking about raw freaking power. They even say, what the heck happened to the rest of the universe? They're just blanked out. Yep, a literal white void. Where's the rest of the universe? She's not afraid to use her blast power to blast away White Vision. Got him screaming in pain. Respected. Even in an alternate reality, a Black Knight was telling about the story about how the Sersi of that universe destroyed their world. Stated in that particular timeline, they say inevitable to happen in this one as well. They think she has that potential. He states no being has such power. He's implying that these two realities are very similar. She's not afraid to punch through fighters, and she can enhance her punches with her power too. She can reduce the power of a negabomb, something that can easily destroy planets, into where it's not deadly enough to destroy the entire planet, but it can only expand 200 square miles, thanks to Sersi. It even states the planetary threat has been eliminated. She changed the radius. Sersi is clutch. There's plenty of occasions where characters go insane fighting the Avengers, like Sersi doing it on this occasion. You know, there's always occasions where characters get turned against each other. This is one of those. We see her hands glowing. He specializes in blast power type stuff. It's even stated that Zurus himself feared her, the guy that looks like Zeus from the Eternals. This guy, respect the Eternal Sersi. One could say she's even as much of a threat as Gilgamesh, Icarus, or even Mockery, based on her molecular manipulation. She's just impressive all around.